Reporting live from janequipment.com. We just wanted to go over this new Graco Contractor PC gun that has just been released. This gun is currently shipping out with all the new 2019 Graco paint sprayers from the Graco 390 PC and up. And I just wanted to highlight some of the new features on this gun that are really interesting. And I don't think everyone knows about this yet because it is a pretty big upgrade for the contractor gun. So first I'm just going to highlight some of the regular sales material that Graco goes over. It's the lightest gun in its class. 50% lighter on the trigger pull. It has what's called now the new Easy Fit adjustable trigger. And the gun can be rebuilt from beginning to end in just a few minutes with no tools. And I'll actually be showing you that in this video. So the first thing we're actually going to go over here is this adjustable trigger, because I think it's a really great feature. The trigger pull on the gun is already very light, the lightest trigger pull I've ever felt. But if you look back here behind the trigger, we'll notice there's a small knob here, which like I said, no tools required. I'm just going to go ahead and unscrew it here a few turns. And once I get it loose, I can adjust this trigger from a 2-finger to a 3-finger to a 4-finger, just like that. I think that's a really cool feature. In the past, you would have to buy a new trigger in order to have this functionality. Graco has built it into every gun. And one thing I immediately notice is when you're in the 4-trigger setup here, pulling the trigger, it's like cutting butter with a hot knife. This extra leverage, it's like nothing. I barely feel anything having to pull that trigger. It's a great feature. And once you have it set up where you want, you would just screw this knob back in here, and that would lock it in place. And there you have it. We just converted from a 2-finger to a 4-finger. That's a really great feature. So one of the other new features is whether you're left-handed or right-handed, they've now made the safety has a knob on each end. So now from either side of the gun, I can adjust that. So I don't have to move the gun back and forth to comfortably make those changes. So that's a really cool feature. It's now made of plastic. The old one was metal, and that's probably helping it reduce its weight there. So now onto the biggest change of this gun is how we're going to rebuild this gun. And one thing I'll mention is a lot of guys nowadays, they're not even rebuilding their gun. I'm noticing that most people just buy new guns. Maybe because the old rebuild kits were a little expensive compared to the cost of just replacing the gun. The new rebuild kits are much easier to use and more affordable. The entire rebuild kit is only $49, which is pretty affordable for a gun rebuild kit in my opinion. And I'm just going to show you how quickly we're going to change that. So the first thing I did is I removed my guard. And you'll notice immediately this looks very different than the previous iterations of the contractor gun. And the biggest difference with the gun is in fact going to be up here in this cartridge area, and I'll show you that soon. So once we have this guard off, what we're going to do is here at the hinge where the trigger's attached, it's actually a pin which I can squeeze in. You see there, I'm able to just push these pins in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in the pins and slide the trigger up. So now I disengage the trigger, it's completely loose. And now with my bare hand, no tool required, I'm just going to go ahead and unscrew this black knob. And there you have it. That's the entire cartridge of the gun, out of the gun. You can get a nice look there down into the gun. You see that's nice and wide open. That's going to be great for cleaning the gun. This is going to be a very easy gun to clean. One of the first things I noticed when I first took it apart is how big of a channel that is and how easy that will be to clean when the time comes. Now we've got the gun complete taken apart and I'm ready to rebuild it. The cartridge kit comes just like this, fully assembled. There's no other components. And I'm just going to slide this right back in. There's really nowhere else for it to go. No adjustments to make. And I'm just going to screw it in until it finds its home there. You know, I'm feeling resistance. It's found where it needs to go. I'm just going to drop my trigger down. Make sure I'm feeling resistance. It is in fact engaging, and replace my guard. And that's how easy it is to rebuild the new contractor PC gun. That was the entire rebuild, no tools, in about 2 minutes. So really cool gun. I think it's going to be really popular, and honestly believe it's going to be a lot of professional painting contractor's best friend for the years to come. Once again, this is the Graco Contractor PC gun. It does come in 3 variations. One with the blue Rack X tips. Another one will come with the green FFLP tips. And then there's a third version, which is also the green regular low pressure tips. If you have any questions, you can always stop by janeequipment.com. Send us an email, give us a call, and we'll help you out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.